Hello and welcome to AIA. I'm Teacher Brittany, your guide to mastering the American accent. In this video, we're diving into the American T sound. Before we go into the details, remember to hit subscribe and click the bell icon to stay updated with our upcoming lessons. I wanted to tell you that we just finished an exciting project. It's a free guide that will teach you 7 key steps to learn English quickly and speak it easily. You can download it by clicking the link in the first comment. Today, we're exploring the American T, an important consonant sound in English. The American pronunciation of T varies based on where it is in a word and the surrounding sounds. There are 4 unique T sounds in American English, and we're going to cover each one. True T. First up, the true T. It's the T you'd typically expect, clear and distinct. You create it by pressing your tongue tip against the back of your upper front teeth. Try to listen and imitate how I pronounce this true T sound. This would help you pronounce the different ways to pronounce T better. T, 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 t. You'll find this sound in words like team, top, 10, when T comes at the beginning of a word. It also appears in stressed syllables of words like attack, pretend, and obtain. In case you don't know, stressed syllables are parts of a word that are louder and have more power than others. True T also occurs in consonant clusters, where 2 consonants are next to each other. Examples include ST, st, in stop, stop, or TR in trick, trick. Notice that some clusters with T don't always include the T sound, which we'll discuss soon. In summary, the true T is heard at the start of words and in stressed syllables. Flap T. When Americans say stuff like bottled water and better, have you noticed that they don't really say a true T? They don't say bottled water or better. They kind of soften it. This is called a flap T. It resembles a soft D sound, D, or the Spanish D, D. Flap T in one word. It appears in the middle of words, sandwiched between 2 vowel sounds. For instance, water, water, instead of water, water. Do you hear that flap T or the D sound? Water, water. I need a cup of water. Pretty, pretty, instead of pretty, pretty. She's pretty. Later, later, instead of later, later. Catch you later. Here's one more. Better, better, instead of better, better. Oh, I feel better now. Let's listen to some examples from real conversations. Pay attention to how they pronounce the flap T. Let's party. It's just a letter. I'm a writer. Now, the flap T between words. The flap T also happens between words where a T-ended word is followed by a vowel-starting word. For example, that is, right after, right after. Here are some other examples from real English conversations. Listen and repeat. Try to make the flap T. But I know. Get out of here. What if you miss? Okay, so you'll hear this quick D sound whenever a T falls between two vowel sounds, whether within a word or across two words. Held T. What's the held T? Let's say the following two words which end with a true T sound. Cat, cat. Right, right. Now, say them again, this time. Before you pull out the T sound, hold it back. In other words, your mouth is in the position to pronounce the T, but don't actually say it out loud. Hat, hat. Light, light. When does the held T happen? The held T is typically used at the end of words or before consonants with words. It's a common feature in American English, and not holding the T can sometimes give away a non-native accent. Held T at the end of words. Always hold the final T at the end of a word. And if the word ends with the T sound, followed by a word starting with a consonant, we also hold that T sound. Okay, listen and repeat after me. It was great. I'm at work. I'll be away for 8 weeks. Notice how the T in 8 is followed by the consonant sound W. This is a great example of when we say the held T. Held T before consonant sound in the same word. Okay, always hold the T when the next letter within the same word is a consonant. Listen and repeat after me. It's a nightmare. I like playing football. He's outside. Notice how the T is followed by the consonant S. This is a good example of how a held T happens in a single word. But there is a special case. Held T before UN sound. When T is followed by an UN sound, a schwa and N within a word, make sure you hold the T. For example, when pronouncing curtain, curtain, hold the T as in cur and then add an un, curtain. Listen to some other examples and repeat after me. Always pay attention to that held T. Button, button. Mountain, mountain. Britain, Britain. Some other examples with held T from real conversations are, it's great. That sounds like fun. I live in Manhattan, dude. Okay, I challenge you to say the following sentence with as many held T sounds. Ready? Okay, let's give it a go. I'm certain that it was written in Britain. I'm certain that it was written in Britain. Silent T. The T after an N is often silent in American pronunciation. Instead of saying internet, Americans will frequently say internet. Internet. Let's go over some other examples. Listen and repeat. Remember, don't pronounce the T sound. 20, 20. Sentences, sentences. international, international. And here are some examples from real conversations. Up the mountain. I want to interview you. It's the center of the art world. This happens because the N and T sounds are made in the same mouth position. Over time, the easier pronunciation has become more common. That's your comprehensive guide to the American T. While using the true T won't lead to any misunderstandings, mastering these variations can make your American English sound more natural. If this lesson was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for more lessons from AIA. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.